We were on the break when we were watching the news. I was very impressed by Raila Odinga Stadium, how it's just shaping up, just as is so many other stadiums across the country. Something that had never happened before in the history of this country. To have such a stadium of that magnitude, the last one we knew was Kasarani Stadium in the 1980s. And therefore, these are some of the things when I watched the news, I was very excited. Actually, that Kenyans are seeing development happening every corner of our country. Of course, I don't want to talk about the issue of education. I don't want to talk about, there are quite a number of things. Nonetheless, you mentioned something to do with, there's something that is talked about IEBC, and that could not, escape my hearing. I think EFACON, and you know them, they like creating emotions. Anything that is emotional for this Dr. Mbai. You see, even the way he is, he's too emotional today. I want them to add some coffee for him. Dr. Mbai is usually very, very incisive, but today it's a bit emotional. And he was talking about that EFACON did mention that they were going to postpone the elections, the by-election. He had said if what he was observing, because of the stiff competition that was happening in All Kalau, he had said that then he might be forced. If he will see that the will of the people of All Kalau will not be executed as such, then he was going to postpone the election. The election was not postponed. The minister, the cabinet secretary in charge of internal security, did mention that the election will go on. And he did a meticulous job to make sure there was proper security for the IEBC to be able to do their job. The same way the cabinet secretary for Interior has also stated quite unequivocally, and even the President of the Republic of Kenya, that we are going to have an election in next year, a peaceful election. There will be enough security to be able to make sure that every Kenyan exercises this very important right for themselves. So, Dr. Mbai, please don't create so much fears over nothing. The aspect of United Opposition coming together, they want to say, they have some raft of issues they want to raise. I'll tell you, Debal, it's just nothing. It's just that they were trying now to get, how can they come together to be able to get a formidable force that can face off with William Ruto, who is in broad-based government, very organized. We are so organized. We have a leader, we have a captain who has been able to deliver his mandate that he told Kenyans in 2022, slow but sure. We've been implementing, and many times we go to State House, we review where are we, what is it that we are still lacking, what is it that we need to do to be able to finish within this period, and what do we do in the next time when you are going to be. So what they are trying to do right now is that they are trying to use IEBC as a way of bringing together up, of course, notwithstanding now that Ndindi Nyoro has also come up with his own political party. And therefore, there's a lot of jittery among us.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Now, when you say that, he's a formidable force himself in 2027,
correct.
He's not shaken at all. There's a huge hemorrhage, from the UDA party to DCP and other also parties as well.
Don't forget, even,
Nyoro is one of them. So we want to just talk about it.
Perfectly so.
Will the UDA party remain as UDA party, especially also in Mount Kenya region? If other parties are mushrooming right now and people are going to other parties like DCP as it stands right now?
Perfectly so. It is only one region of the country. So even when Ndindi Nyoro is now appearing where DCP was building up, the only hemorrhage that is happening is only in one region of the country. Don't forget that also UDA right now has the entire broad-based on it. We have the entire, every part of the country is any reasonable Kenyan.
So
by the way, any reasonable Kenyan, many of whom even come from the central, all of them, they look at what President William Ruto is doing, the stability that is in this country, and the project and the direction in which we are taking our country. Many Kenyans appreciate, and trust you me, you might be shocked on the number of silent votes that are going to come from Mount Kenya.
So is Ndindi Nyoro also a political operative of Dr. William Ruto, meant to now split the Mount Kenya block as it stands right now? No.
Ndindi Nyoro has a right. Just as even I have also a right. So even if I have to have a political party, everyone has a right to have a political party. Why would you want to insinuate such statement? Ndindi Nyoro is an independent politician.
Because I can see you're very sanguine and optimistic even when you're talking about Ndindi Nyoro.
No, Ndindi Nyoro is a friend and is my colleague in Parliament. And I saw he's got a very big rally today in Murang'a. And so I was just thinking, of course, they will split the vote of the entire Mount Kenya. I can tell you that without blinking an eye. That's going to happen. And so in my view, there are many Kenyans, even from the mountain, who will want to still align in the cogent plan of President William Ruto.